Buckle up because we are diving straight into the hottest stories you need to know right now. We start in Derbyshire, where the future of a British icon hangs in the balance. Former worker Hayley Baddeley is leading a massive charge to save Denby Pottery after the historic ceramics firm fell into administration. Over 40,000 people have already signed her petition demanding that the ceramics industry be included in the British industry supercharger scheme to finally combat sky-high energy costs.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 mAh power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Next up, we are hitting the streets and the drag strip with a machine that is built for pure, unadulterated power. Restomods has just listed a beastly 1970 Chevrolet Camaro on their new Buy This Car platform, and it is a no-reserve auction you cannot afford to miss. This monster features a 383 cubic inch stroker, V8, paired with a Y-end supercharger that kicks out a massive 520 horsepower and 550 lb-ft of torque, making it a dream for anyone who values raw mechanical engagement over modern comfort. If you thought that was intense, wait until you hear who once sat behind the wheel of our next featured ride. A battle-tested Scion TC that was once raced by the legendary Keanu Reeves in the Toyota Pro Celebrity Race is currently up for grabs on Bring a Trailer. This isn't just any car. It is a factory-built race machine featuring a TRD supercharger, racing suspension, and a roll cage that saw serious action on the track long after the Hollywood lights dimmed. This car is a piece of motorsports history that started its life in the spotlight before being pushed to its absolute limits by racing students at Willow Springs. With bidding currently sitting at an incredibly low price, this is a rare chance to own a vehicle with a direct link to a Hollywood icon. If you want to keep up with these stories and stay ahead of the curve, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Imagine a brand that has been part of British homes since 1809 suddenly facing the very real threat of extinction. That is the reality for Denby Pottery, a name synonymous with quality craftsmanship, which recently appointed administrators after being crushed by soaring energy and labor costs. But the people aren't going down without a fight. In just 4 days, over 40,000 people have signed a petition demanding that the government stop leaving the ceramics industry out in the cold. Spearheaded by former marketing director Hayley Baddeley, this campaign isn't just about saving one factory. It is a desperate plea for a level playing field. Baddeley wants the ceramics sector included in the British Industry Supercharger scheme, a government relief program currently reserved for industries like steel and chemicals. Think about the irony here. These foundation industries contribute £2 billion to the UK economy and employ over 20,000 people, yet they are being priced out of their own country by some of the highest industrial energy costs in the world. While over 80 jobs have already been lost, the hope is that this massive public outcry will make the industry an attractive prospect for a new strategic investor. Amber Valley MP Lindsay Farnsworth is pushing this to the highest levels of government, arguing that the public support proves just how much we value our industrial heritage. The government says they are listening, but the question remains, is help coming in time, or are we watching another piece of history crumble under the weight of an economic crisis? If you believe that our industrial legacy is worth fighting for, check the link in the description to add your voice to the petition. After all, if we stop valuing the craftsmanship that built this country, what happens to the future of Made in Britain? Ever wondered what happens when a piece of British history starts to crumble under the pressure of the modern economy? We are talking about Denby Pottery, an iconic name that has been part of British life since 1809. But today, it is fighting for survival. Over 40,000 people have signed a petition in just 4 days, demanding the government step in before this legacy vanishes forever. The crisis began on March 31st when Denby entered administration, crushed by the suffocating weight of rising energy and labor costs. It is a familiar, tragic story for so many manufacturers right now. Former employee Hayley Baddeley is leading the charge, and her message is simple: give us a fair shot. She is pushing for the ceramics industry to be included in the British Industry Supercharger scheme. a government relief program that currently helps steel and chemical giants handle their electricity bills, but somehow leaves potters out in the cold. Think about that for a second. These are foundation industries employing over 20,000 people and pumping £2 billion into our economy, yet they are being treated like an afterthought. Baddeley knows it might be a race against time to save Denby specifically, but this isn't just about one company. It is about preventing a domino effect that could wipe out the entire sector. Local MP Lindsay Farnsworth is taking this surge of public support directly to Westminster, using that massive 40,000 signature milestone as leverage to find a new buyer for the firm. While the government says they are monitoring the situation and talking to trade unions, the folks on the ground are feeling the heat. It is a classic struggle between preserving our heritage and the brutal reality of global market forces. So, what do you think? Should the government expand the supercharger scheme to protect these historic trades, or is the market simply dictating the inevitable? Drop a comment below and let us know where you stand on this. If you found this update important, hit that like button and subscribe so we can keep tracking these stories that actually matter. After all, once these industries are gone, can we really ever get them back? Ever wondered what happens when you take a legendary second-gen Camaro and strip away everything that doesn't make it go faster? We are talking about a 1970 beast that just hit the block on Buy This Car, and trust me, this isn't your average Sunday cruiser. This is a pure, unadulterated, supercharged monster built for one thing: raw, mechanical dominance. Under that cowl hood sits a 383 cubic inch stroker V8, force-fed by a Y-end supercharger. We are talking 520 horsepower and a massive 550 pound-feet of torque. This car isn't just fast, it is violent in the best way possible. And the best part, it is a no-reserve auction, meaning the market decides the fate of this street-legal drag strip refugee. You won't find heated seats or a premium sound system here. In fact, the climate control is non-functional, and they have even pulled the wipers to save weight. This is a driver's car in the most literal sense, featuring a Tremec TKO 505 speed and a Hurst shifter that demands you stay focused on the road. The chassis is stiffened with subframe connectors and upgraded with a Caltrax suspension setup, proving the builder wanted this thing to actually hook up when you drop the hammer. Whether you are hitting the drag strip or just looking to wake up the neighborhood, this red and white Camaro is a time capsule of old-school performance tuning. If you are tired of modern computer-aided rides and crave the gritty, analog feel of a real machine, you need to check this out. Head over to the link in our description to see the full listing, and don't forget to join our newsletter and follow us on socials to stay locked into the collector car scene. After all, life is too short to drive boring, refined cars, so why not choose the one that tries to bite back? Have you ever wanted to own a piece of automotive history that actually has Keanu Reeves' stamp of approval? Well, grab your wallet because a car from the legendary Toyota Pro Celebrity Race is currently up for auction. For nearly 4 decades, this race was the absolute highlight of the Long Beach Grand Prix weekend, pitting Hollywood's finest against professional drivers. It was pure chaos, it was for charity, and it gave us some iconic moments, including Keanu Reeves taking the checkered flag in 2009. Now back then, Toyota decided to put the spotlight on their cool brand, Scion. They took the humble 2AZ-powered TC Coupe and turned it into a legitimate track weapon. We're talking a TRD supercharger, racing clutches, coilovers, big brakes, and a stripped-out interior with a full roll cage. It wasn't a supercar, but it was a factory-built race machine. And the best part? It's currently sitting on Bring a Trailer for a price that's almost criminal. But before you start clearing out your garage, let's talk reality. These cars didn't live a pampered life. After its glory days in Long Beach, this specific car was shipped off to the fast lane racing school at Willow Springs. Think about that for a second. A car that was already pushed to the limit by celebrities was then handed over to amateur racing students in the blistering desert heat for years. It's seen some things. The exterior shows the battle scars of 15 years of hard driving, and those 12,000 miles on the odometer. Those are arguably the hardest miles a car has ever endured. Mechanically, you're looking at the old-school 2AZ 4-cylinder. Is it bulletproof? Not necessarily, especially after being supercharged and tracked, but these engines are everywhere. If it dies, you can find a replacement at any junkyard for peanuts. It's the perfect project for someone who wants a dedicated track toy with a story, even if it does need a little TLC to get back in fighting shape. Keanu Reeves is still out there racing in the Toyota GR Cup today, so maybe he really did just download his driving skills like Neo in The Matrix. I wish I could do the same, but until then, I might just have to bid on this thing to find out. It's a bargain compared to the six-figure price tags of modern race cars. So, what do you think? Is this the ultimate budget track day build, or a total headache waiting to happen? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that subscribe button for more wild car finds, and hey, follow the Scion TC down the rabbit hole. You never know where it might lead you.